Hey, what's up, my fellow hustlers? We're back with another episode. I just want to thank y'all for all the support that I get. Um, Everybody that shares the podcast episodes and likes them, thank y'all. I appreciate it. We didn't get to shoot last week, but we're back today, better than ever, and we have an awesome guest today, Mr. Joel Gonzalez with JG Custom Auto Tint.
JG Custom Mobile Tint, yeah.
Let's go, baby. Thank you for coming in, man.
Yeah.
I
Happy to be
appreciate it.
here.
Yeah.
First time, let's go.
Let's go, baby. I reached out to you and you were down.
Yeah.
No hesitation or nothing.
Yeah. I mean, a little nervous, but it's like, got to do it.
You gotta do it, bro.
Yeah.
Get out of your comfort zone.
Right.
Yeah, that's it helps too because it also helps with clients.
Yeah.
Getting better, getting to talk better and things
Yeah.
like that. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
But let's get started, Joel. So I like to start talking a little bit about you. Where are you from? Where did you grow up and all that?
Yeah. So I grew up in a small town in Oklahoma. It's
Boo.
north
No, just kidding.
north of Amarillo. It's
Yeah.
called Boise City, Oklahoma.
Boise
If you've been through like Colorado, I'm sure you passed through there.
Boise City, okay.
Yeah, small town, small town. Graduated there. I grew up there, graduated there,
Mm-hmm.
was born there.
Really?
Yeah.
Your whole life?
My whole life, yeah.
Uh-huh.
Amarillo was our big city.
Yeah.
We're like, what are you gonna do this weekend? Go to Amarillo.
Amarillo to the
Heck yeah.
Walmart. And all
Yeah,
that,
go to the mall.
yeah. What was the population of Boise City or Boise City?
Man, I want to say like 3,000.
Oh, okay, so it's
It's a
fairly
small,
small.
yeah, it's a small town, yeah.
Yeah. And then growing up there, did you they have a is that one of those towns that has like the pre-K through 12th grade all in one?
It has first through like your
Like middle school,
middle school, yeah, and
Yeah.
then you go to high school.
high school.
Yeah.
I grew up in Wheeler and it was pre-K through 12th grade
Oh, really?
all together.
All together?
Yeah,
Yeah, no, they separated over there.
they did.
Yeah.
That's awesome, man. And growing up, did you play any sports?
Man, I did for a little while in my life, and then work got in the way.
Yeah.
I kind of grew up as a like I had to grow up quick.
Yeah.
And
Why is that?
just like my parents were separated,
Mm-hmm.
so my mom lived in Albuquerque. My dad,
Okay.
he was a Mexican man. He's like,
Always working.
let's go to work.
Yeah.
So I didn't really have a choice.
Yeah.
Get to work. So yeah, that was one of the big things. He pulled me through life working, and when I did play sports, it was kind of short.
Yeah.
I needed to. He always said you need to learn how to work
Mm.
and you need to go to school.
Yeah.
So I never really
Start working.
I never really argued with them.
Yeah. What all did he have you do? Do you remember?
So I worked in a feed yard like my whole entire childhood life,
Really?
like from like 14 all the way till I was like 17.
Wow.
Yeah, so
That's crazy.
I grew up on a feed yard pretty much working.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Isn't that illegal though?
I mean, everything we do nowadays
Isn't
is
there
illegal,
like no
but
child laws or nothing?
not back then, bro.
No.
I mean, shit, back then it was like
They didn't care, huh?
Yeah, they didn't care. You get your ass to work and that was it.
Yeah, I remember going to the feed yard too, and they have is it the hay bales, the square ones,
Yeah, the square
to
ones.
unload the trucks and stuff.
We did that, man. We washed tanks.
Yeah,
We had to feed cows. We got there early in the morning,
yeah,
and whenever they had the what's it called, the harvest,
uh-huh,
they'd bring all the corn. We'd have to do all the silage,
yeah,
wrap it,
and all that stuff.
put the tires on it. I don't know if you pass through towns and you see this thing, with all these tires on it.
Uh-huh.
That
Is that what
was,
that
I
is?
mean, yeah, that's what we
Yeah.
did. We had to go out there and throw tires on
So
it.
what's under that?
It's silage. It's like insulage. They use it to feed the cows.
Oh, it's like food.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah, I see it. There's one in I think going towards Pampa, passing Pampa. There's
Yeah.
It's like a big tarp with a bunch of tires.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah. I always wonder what that was.
I think now they have a machine that cuts those tires in half.
Really.
So they're just like little thin
Yeah.
tires. Back then it was a whole
A
tire.
whole tire.
You freaking got 3 or 4 tires and you ran to the top of the thing and you
Start.
you
Yeah.
started laying them down, so the tarp don't take off.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. So you think you had a pretty good childhood?
I do. I honestly do. I learned a lot growing up. Um, Obviously one of my things was I never was able to be lazy.
Yeah,
And today
that's the
I'm
Mexican in you, man.
yeah. Yeah, man.
The
So that was a good thing for me,
Yeah.
because I don't know had I grown up any different, maybe I would have been,
Yeah.
maybe things would have been a little bit different for me.
Yeah.
But
So you grew up there, and then are you were born there? Are your parents from Mexico?
my dad he's
What part?
from Durango.
Durango.
Yeah.
All right.
Mom's from San Antonio.
Okay. So
Yeah.
half and
So,
half.
yeah.
Yeah. That's good, man. Have you been to Mexico?
Yeah. I was just there in November last year.
Really?
Went down there to see him.
Oh, he lives down there now
He lives down there, man. He
in
was
Durango.
yeah. He
Is that me?
that's probably me. I should have turned that off.
Oh,
Huh?
my bad. Go
Should I
ahead.
turn it off?
Yeah, you're good. I thought it was me. I was like, dang.
Right.
No, you're good. You're good. You're good. Do the commercial.
And I got the
do
two phones.
Do the commercial sound over here. Come on, James. You gotta be ready, bro.
He's not doing
It's
it
the red
right.
one. It's the red one. There you go. But you gotta turn it down. You gotta turn it down. A little bit more. A little bit more. A little bit more. Down, 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 down. That's good. That's the commercial. All right, you can turn it off now. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
We're
So,
back. So you went to Durango.
yeah, I went down there for a week.
Yeah.
It was crazy because we got caught up at the border.
Oh shoot.
They got so many new laws and stuff. It's hard to get across.
Yeah.
Or it's hard to get a vehicle across.
Really?
So, not too long ago, I had an aunt and uncle that went down, and they got stuck over there at the border because they went on a Friday, and they failed to have a valid registration.
Yeah.
And I was thinking about that. I was telling my uncle, "Hey, you have all your paperwork?" He's like, "Yeah, I got it. So, like, okay, because one of my uncles just came down, and they got stuck at the border.
Yeah.
And they had to wait till Monday.
Oh wow.
To get that paperwork so they can cross.
Oh, other phone. We got two phones.
Yeah, I got two phones, and I don't know how to turn the ringer off on this one.
Work phone, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
Yeah. There you go. I like that. Good job. We'll take a break to shout out our sponsors, Eagle Roofing and the Roof Guru. Storm season is here. Make sure y'all reach out to them for all your roofing needs.
Who's our sponsors here?
The Roof Guru and Eagle Roofing.
Eagle Roofing.
Yes, sir. We are here for all your roofing needs. So don't forget to call us, Dumas, Alton, Florida. Holler at us. Yeah, that's pretty good.
Man, this is harder than I thought to turn this thing off, man. I'm just going to turn the whole phone off.
Yeah.
Because, yeah, it's not going to let me.
What do you have, a ring? Or
yeah, I have a ring. Yeah, I have a ring at the house.
Oh. A lot of people like Vivint.
Yeah, I don't. I mean,
your ring person?
Ring is free.
Is it?
It's not free. It's like $15 a month.
I think
you set your own cameras up.
Yeah, Vivint's a little more expensive. Huh?
Yeah, I think so. I like to save the dollar where I can.
Wherever I can. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, but you were saying y'all were trying to cross the border and we got stuck.
We were trying to cross, and he goes in and he comes back out. He's like, "Hey, check in there and see if I can grab the wrong registration." I'm like, "For real?" He's like, "Yeah." So I checked, and
he didn't have it.
He didn't have it.
Yeah.
And man, I was like, well, I mean, I guess we wait till Monday.
Till Monday, yeah.
We were stuck in that same situation that my aunt and uncle did it.
Where'd y'all stay at?
We stayed in El Paso.
El Paso?
Yeah.
Nice. So going down there with this the Trump administration, can you feel the difference? Is it harder?
Man,
you weren't scared they're gonna keep you down there?
No, I had all my paperwork. I didn't go over there. I was like, you know what?
You're like U.S. citizen.
I'm a U.S. citizen. I'm going back home. I ain't staying up here any longer than I have to.
Yeah.
I just need to go see my dad. Sometimes we take advantage of not having them, and like a lot of people don't have them. Yeah. But I still got my parents.
For sure.
I do take the time to stay involved with them.
That's good, man.
So the hardest part about that whole trip was making it to Durango from the border.
Really?
Yeah.
They just make it hard.
Well, I mean, there's so many, you go up there with U.S. tags.
Yeah.
And the police know that,
Mm-hmm.
So
that's I was gonna ask you. Did they stop y'all?
We got stopped like.
And you just gotta tip them a little bit.
You gave them a little bit of money, and they let you go. They say, you know what, we can handle this here.
Yeah.
Or we can take your license and you go to the courthouse.
Really? So that's an actual thing.
It is, yeah.
Yeah, because a lot of people hear that, but they don't believe it.
Yeah, no, it's a real thing. We get caught up in that, and it was
How much did you think you had to spend? You had to pay?
I think all in all, we spent about $300
Really?
giving to them guys. Yeah,
Spain. That's
and that's
crazy,
not
bro.
even including like the tolls that they have. If you want to make it safe, you get on that freeway that has the tolls.
Yeah.
Man, we probably spent about $500
Wow,
just
man.
in tolls and police fees.
What is it?
Yeah,
500. Yeah, dude. They get you.
yeah, man.
A lot
And
of people don't believe that, but yeah, they'll stop
yeah,
you. You
man.
have to tip
They
them.
find every reason. You
Yeah.
know, everything that you do. Oh, we caught you speeding, or we caught you this or
Hmm.
that. You know, they take your money,
They take your money.
and it ain't no joke, man. It's like, man, do I really want to stay here and mess with these guys, or just keep going?
Yeah. Do you?
And you're racing daylight.
Yeah.
You need to get where you're going before it gets dark.
Yeah. Because
That's
it
yeah,
gets more
it gets a
dangerous
little
now at night.
sketchy. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
the thing in Mexico.
That's crazy. Do you think they're gonna change that around with the Trump stuff?
I don't know, man. I don't know.
They were saying that they're gonna send like special forces and shit.
Well, I mean, you know, I don't know how long's it been since you've been to Mexico?
Man, I got here when I was 8.
Or really, you
I
haven't
don't
been
know.
back?
Most of my family's already here, and
Yeah. Well, my dad, he went back because he got paralyzed.
oh really?
Yeah, he was in a car accident, got paralyzed, and he decided, you know what? I got my pension, I got my
Yeah,
retirement, all that stuff, and he got a little bit of money from the insurance, so
went down there.
he went down there and he lives like a king over there.
Yeah.
You know,
Does he live
so
like in a rancho or like the city?
yeah, in a
A
little
ranchito.
rancho, yeah.
Yeah, that's dope.
Yeah, it was probably about 20 years since I've been up there,
Mm-hmm.
and definitely humbling,
Yeah,
a humbling experience.
yeah, that's awesome, man.
Gives you lets you know what we have
What
here.
you have here, yeah.
Yeah,
No, that's so true. People take advantage of that.
yeah,
But let's jump into the JG Custom Auto Tint. That's your company.
yeah. That's my
You
company.
do tint, window tint. What all do y'all do?
We do window tinting, paint protection. We do a little bit of vinyl work. We recently, you know, moved next to you guys, you know, over
Yeah,
at Eagle Roofing, so we got a bigger shop. Um, we're expanding our services. We're gonna try to do details,
yeah,
um, just minor stuff, you know,
yeah,
just to keep us busy. But our main thing is window tint and paint protection.
yeah.
Yeah,
Because I was looking at your Facebook and um you posted some pictures, right? You forgot ours at the corner. You gotta put us at the corner.
oh man, you're advertising everybody else.
God. Nah, you got. Sorry, guys. James is still right there. Now we're at the corner. You see us? So I was looking through it, and then because y'all shop is right beside ours,
Yeah,
it came out pretty nice, huh?
yeah,
Keep going, James.
yeah. We were pretty excited about having a bigger
Is that
shop.
it right there?
Yeah, that's it.
That's the new shop.
That's the new
Did you
one.
get 2 offices and then put it into one?
Yeah,
Nice.
they
That's
made a
cool.
hole right in the middle,
Yeah.
and
Did,
so
did you
one side.
decorate all that?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. We had to
Keep
we had to
going,
do all
James.
that on our own.
Really? How many people you got working for you?
We have it's four plus myself.
4 plus you, so 5 total.
Yeah,
Yeah. See, that's the new shop right there.
yeah. That's it.
It's dope, man. How long did it take y'all to get that ready?
Ooh.
A long time.
What's that?
How long did it take y'all to get it ready?
Man, you know what? It took us about 2 weeks to kind of finally get it feeling
Man,
like
that's
home.
badass. Those are the what are those lights called? The
They're called
bumblebee
honeycombs.
honeycombs.
Yeah.
Yeah. You
Yeah.
like those?
Yeah, they're bright, man. Like
Yeah.
we in the shop, we get tanned up in there. Like
Because of
we're
the
working
lights.
outside, yeah, because
Yeah.
of the shop, because of the lights.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Nice. Yeah, that looks cool, man.
Yeah, we did one side, you know, and the other side's kind of raw. You know, that's just PPF on,
What is
but the
PPF?
paint protection film,
Paint protection film.
yeah, it
Cool.
keeps the rock chips and stuff
Yeah.
down from.
Dirty more. And you
Yep.
do some badass cars too.
Yeah, man, I've been in those shots for about 5 years.
Yeah.
Been doing
That
this.
same area?
Yeah,
Where is it located?
3350 Olson Boulevard.
3350 Olson.
Yes, sir.
Awesome. Yeah, that's you do boats too, huh?
Yeah, we do everything. If it's
Yeah.
got glass, we'll do it. Bring a tractor, whatever.
Yeah.
We've done a lot of
Y'all had a
things.
semi there
We
what,
had a
yesterday?
semi. Yeah, we had that semi there for like 3 days or 2 days, and
What were y'all doing to that one?
we did window tint on it.
Window tint?
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely a good thing, you know,
That's
for
good,
for
Jay.
truck drivers. You know, it knocks down a lot of that heat. You know, that's their office, man. You know,
Yeah.
if you want to be comfortable in your office
Yeah.
and you're a truck driver, that's
Yeah, that's
That's the way to
important.
go.
Yeah. So how long you been in this business? You said 5 years.
In this business for 5 years, I've
Uh-huh.
been with that name JG Custom Mobile Tint for like probably about 15, 16 years.
Oh wow, long time.
For a long time, yeah.
Yeah. Where did it
It's
start out at?
we started off on so when I first moved to Amarillo, I worked for a detail shop.
Uh huh.
Didn't know. I mean, I got here and I was thinking, what am I gonna do here?
Yeah.
had no idea what I wanted to do with my life here. Kind of just came and
Yeah. Did you go to
so
college?
I went to a technical school for a body shop,
Oh, okay.
and it just didn't work out. I
Yeah.
mean, I graduated and everything, but not what I wanted to do.
Yeah.
I've been doing window tint since I was a kid.
Yeah.
That always I always felt like it fell back on that.
Yeah.
I did windmills for about 4 years. We built the turbine towers.
Oh, you did that too?
Did that too. For 4 years. But it always got back to me
The tinning.
window tinting. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I guess that's my calling.
Yeah, that's your
Like
calling. Now you're all in.
yeah,
You have to.
most definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't have a choice.
Yeah. So 16 years in, what do you think was the hardest part to actually get going?
Was believing that we could actually make something of it.
Yeah.
That was the biggest. That was my biggest fear.
Yeah.
My fear was the hardest part. Was my fear
Failing.
getting over it. Yeah,
Yeah.
failure.
Yeah.
Because I'm not good at that.
Yeah.
So and we tried it. We tried it. On 10th Street, we had a little shop
On 10th. Yeah.
down there on where the what was it called
This is, what is this?
it's over there
10th?
by
Oh, it's right here now?
the military thing. Where that little they got the big turbine out there.
No. Do you know, James?
They got all those used car dealerships out there. Yeah, a little bit further that way.
Yeah.
Behind the quarter horse, American
Oh,
quarter
okay.
horse,
Yeah, yeah,
kind
yeah.
of in that area.
That was your first shop?
That was my first shop,
Okay.
yeah. And I worked that shop working as an auto detailer as well on the side because I never believed that I would be able to freaking make it. I was
Full-time.
always scared,
Yeah, yeah,
like,
yeah.
man, I can't quit my job, because this may not work out.
Yeah.
And the bills still got to get paid no matter
Mhm.
what you do. So
Yeah.
that's what done that, and I worked that shop for a little while.
Yeah.
And I was convinced that it didn't work. I was convinced.
Yeah.
I told myself it was working,
Yeah.
but I let somebody convince me that it wasn't.
Yeah.
So we shut it down, and I went to work for another window tint company here in Amarillo, and I worked there for a few years.
Mm-hmm.
And then, we all want to make a little bit of better living. So
Yeah.
they said, "This wind turbine tower's coming in Amarillo. Why don't you apply for that? You're good at a lot of things."
Yeah.
So I did, and I applied as a welder, and I got a job there for a little while. Then I was a foreman for a little while.
Yeah.
Did that, and then, man, I was like, you know what,
That you're calling.
man,
You always go back to the tinning.
yeah.
Yeah.
I made great money over there.
Yeah.
We were working like $100, freaking 80 hours a week.
Yeah.
Like, so the money was great.
Yeah.
So once all that was done, it was like I knew I had to go back.
Yeah.
And I started searching for a shop, and I said, this time I can't really.
You can't quit.
Yeah, I can't really do this cheaply.
Yeah.
I got to spend the money.
You gotta go all out, man.
Yeah, I got to really do it.
Yeah.
If I want this to work, I got to really do it. And I got to quit my job.
Yeah.
I can't work and make this business work. It just doesn't work that way.
So you went all in.
So I went all in.
About how long ago was that?
That was 5 years ago.
5 years ago.
Yeah.
You went all in, and then ever since then you've been doing it.
Yeah.
That's
We
cool.
started right before COVID hit.
Oh man, COVID. Yeah.
Yeah.
How did you get through COVID?
Man, to be honest with you, it was the best money that I've ever made.
Through COVID. Yeah.
Everybody was getting their paychecks. Everybody was off.
Yeah.
Nobody was working.
Yeah.
Everybody was probably at home cleaning their cars. Like,
Yeah.
man,
I
you
need
know
a
what?
window tint.
I need a window tint. Let me see if I can get it in. And I was working by myself at the time.
Oh, wow.
So I was kind of overwhelmed with work. It was kind of, it was hard. I
Yeah.
was like, man, I need to hire somebody.
Yeah.
This is too quick though. I can't. What if it doesn't work?
Yeah.
What if this is just, it's like a
Temporary.
coincidence,
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
it's working,
Yeah.
And so we did that, and then I hired a receptionist, and
Mhm. And
She kept the books filled. Very, it was it was good
yeah,
because I was answering calls
yeah,
over there doing window tint, like trying
yeah,
to get everything right,
yeah.
trying to impress my customers because I needed more.
Hmm.
And
Yeah, you can't wear all the hats. You know,
yeah, I know. Yeah,
you
I
gotta
figured
spread it
that
out.
out.
Yeah,
I figured that out very
yeah.
quickly.
So now you're all in with this company and the new shop, and then we were just talking about it. You moved to that new shop. It's bigger.
It's bigger.
Why'd
Yeah,
y'all get a bigger shop? You just needed more
just
space,
needed more
or
space.
yeah.
You always gotta have more room to be comfortable.
Hmm.
If you're not comfortable working doing that, you ain't gonna do a good
Yeah.
job.
And then y'all are gonna start offering more, right?
Yeah, we're start offering more services. Just whatever comes to us.
Yeah.
I'm not afraid to do anything, man.
Yeah.
Like I'm ready for it.
Yeah. How does it feel having people rely on you, like your workers? Because you said you had 4 other people.
That's also one of those things, that keeps me moving.
It keeps you motivated. Yeah.
Because not only do I gotta take care of my bills, but
Hmm.
I got these guys that I promised them a job.
Yeah. And they're full
And
time.
they're full time.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Dang, that's pretty cool.
yeah. I mean, never in a million years did I think it was gonna work.
Yeah.
Never in a million years did I think I'll have 4 employees.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it happened, and I mean,
Yeah. You gotta take advantage of it.
yeah,
Make the
and
best out of it.
yeah,
That's good.
it's so I was a foreman, for that company that I worked for as a turbine
Uh huh.
so that taught me a lot
Yeah.
of how to keep things moving, because that company was very very like, you get the job done,
Yeah.
you do it, and if you can't do it, we'll find somebody that can.
Yeah.
So you had to learn how to make sure that your guys were getting there.
Yeah. And be a good leader. You know.
Yeah, a good
Yeah.
leader. You got
Yeah.
to it was it was I'd say it was a crazy job, but
Yeah.
it taught me a lot as well.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
I'm sure leading being a foreman and now being the owner and having those people under you, it's a lot of responsibility.
yeah, yeah.
How do y'all get what's like your marketing strategy? How do you get clients in? Is it just referrals, word of mouth now,
So
or
yeah, marketing. We do a lot of Facebook ads.
Facebook ads?
Yeah, we got a company that works on our Google for us to keep us kind of at the top. Like
Yeah.
say when you open your Google and you search for window tint,
Uh-huh.
we show up on
The
the
top.
top. Yeah.
It works?
Eh, I don't know, man.
James?
I don't know that it works or not. I mean, we get clients.
Yeah.
Yeah, we get clients, so I guess it's worth
It's
that little
working.
bit extra money to spend, to get those guys to do
Who's that? Where's that company from? They're from like India, no? Or is
that.
it someone local?
It's called Town Square Media,
Oh, okay, yeah,
and
I've
we
heard of
have
'em.
that here, but
Mhm.
these guys aren't from here.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
there's I know we used to use like some Indian guys from India,
Oh, really?
and you couldn't talk to them till like the morning because I guess it's here in the morning here is night over there or something like that.
I don't know.
So that communication was just off.
Yeah.
But I remember we had a whole team in India because it's
Oh,
cheaper,
really?
you know,
Yeah.
and they work on your SEO and Google and
Yeah.
all that stuff. Yeah. But
These.
I think that's important.
Yeah.
The Google stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course. Yeah. You wouldn't be able to. Can't make it without it.
Yeah.
There's a lot of shops. In Amarillo, you'll see, that there's a lot of shops popping up.
Yeah.
There's a tint shop in every corner in Amarillo now.
Yeah. That was my next question. How's the competition out there
I don't
for this
compete.
kind of company?
Yeah, I don't find myself competing with
No.
anybody. Nah, no.
What do you mean by that?
I just do my own thing.
Yeah.
You don't worry about.
Other people.
I don't worry about them. You know.
Yeah.
Um, we we make our noise.
Hmm.
We put ourselves out there. We do our work.
Yeah.
We put it out there. Everybody knows who done it.
Yeah.
And you know, so many other shops that open. I know what it takes to open a shop. Like
Yeah.
I know what it takes to have to run that place.
Yeah.
So if you're a new person trying to open up a tent shop,
Hmm.
there's a lot of things that would get in your way.
Yeah.
We've been through them all.
Yeah. So now you're at the top right now.
So now we got more confidence than ever.
Yeah, the confidence.
Like,
I feel like
yeah,
that helps a lot. Too,
yeah, it does.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got more confidence than ever, and
Do y'all ever go out and do you have salespeople? Like, do y'all go
we
out and
don't
sell? No?
know. We should.
That'd be cool.
And with this new shop and everything, we got a lot coming.
Yeah.
We got a lot coming. It's just it's all in the
Yeah.
works.
Yeah, wrap. You're gonna eventually do some wraps or no?
Yeah,
Truck wraps and all that.
yeah, we're gonna buy one of those big old printers
Machines. Those are
yeah,
expensive, huh?
they are. They're like a car. It's like buying a car.
No way.
Yeah,
That's a good. That's a big
yeah, it's
investment.
like probably about $19,000 for one of those. And then on top of that, you got to turn around and buy a laminator.
Yeah.
It's another seven, eight
Have you
thousand
done that
dollars.
before?
I've
The
never done
wraps.
it before.
The
I've done
wraps.
wraps. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, I've done wraps. PPF is basically
Mm.
a harder version of a wrap.
Is it?
Yeah,
What was PPF again?
it's paint protection film,
Paint protection.
and it's
And you can do that on any car,
you can do it on anything. Yeah,
and it makes it shiny.
it makes it gives you a little barrier.
Okay.
So if you just bought a new pickup or
Mm-hmm.
whatever, and you got one of those painted front bumpers,
Yeah.
I don't know if you see them. You see like a lot of these older trucks, and they're real chipped on the front bumper.
Yeah.
Where all the bugs and all the paint protection actually helps to keep that from happening.
Really.
Yeah.
And then how long does that last?
Um, just like anything else exterior, it
Yeah.
takes you taking care of it.
Yeah.
You don't take care of it, it's not gonna last very
You still
long.
gotta maintain it. And all that.
So Lumar offers a 12-year warranty. All our stuff is 12-year warranty.
Okay.
So if we have any issues with it, usually the customers will bring it back. Say, they wrecked into something, it
Yeah.
scuffed it.
Touch it up.
We've had several cars, that come in where they bump into a trash can or whatever, and it just scuffed up the PPF. We
Yeah.
just pull it off, put a new one, and Lumar will pay us to redo it for the customer.
Really?
Yeah.
Lumar's the company.
It's the company. It's a film that we use.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. What's your
It's
favorite thing? Like, what are some of your favorite cars to work on?
favorite cars are trucks.
The trucks,
Yeah, pickups.
pickups.
They're easy.
Is there? Are
Yeah,
they
they're
easier?
easy. And don't ask me why we charge more on them.
Oh, well,
But
obviously. Yeah. So y'all charge more
yeah,
for trucks,
we charge more for pickups than we do cars. Yeah,
and they're easier.
and they're easier to do.
Huh.
I don't know. Maybe they're just because they're big.
Maybe they're bigger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But why is it your favorite? Just because they're easier?
They're easy. Yeah.
Yeah.
We can do one in about 30 minutes.
Really?
Yeah.
You don't gotta let it dry or anything?
Mm-mm. Nah, we clean install. It's about 30 minutes max.
That's cool.
I mean,
How many cars do you think y'all do a day?
daily we do probably, I want to say about 7 to 8 cars daily.
Damn,
Yeah.
that's a lot.
Window tinting. Yeah.
That's where there's always traffic.
You guys know. Yeah, you guys know.
There's semis.
Yeah,
and-
semis, everything. You name
Yeah.
it, it comes in and we
Yeah.
do it. Yeah.
That's cool. Who's your like? Of course, you're an entrepreneur, business owner. Who's your biggest like who your dang? What am I looking for? Your support system. Who? How's your support system?
I have a great support system. I have a girlfriend. She's been with me for a little over a year. Yeah.
Dang.
Yeah, she's gonna be listening to this. I gotta talk. I gotta talk good about her.
There you go.
Nah, I'm kidding.
So you've been with
she's
her a
great,
year?
Yeah, for a year. Yeah,
Nice.
yeah. And she also has pulled me out of my comfort zone.
Yeah.
Because just like this, I was a little nervous. I was a little. Maybe back then, before I met her, I probably would not have been able to do this.
Really?
Yeah.
Hey.
I'd have been like, bro, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't think so. I don't think I
Now
can
you're
do it.
down. Now you're down. You're like, yeah, you just let me know.
Yeah, I don't think I can do this,
Yeah.
bro. But yeah, she she works for the Amarillo National Bank, and she takes me on her little. We do.
They do a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They go out, meet new clients.
Yeah.
And that's helped out a lot.
Yeah.
To kind of get out of that comfort zone and
Yeah.
be able to talk more to people,
So
meet different businesses.
So she's solid. She has your back. She supports you and everything. You
Yeah,
do. Yeah.
and my kid, my daughter. I have a 16-year-old daughter that's
16.
been with me since
Oh, really?
she was little. Yeah.
Little. Yeah.
So that's another thing that's kept me like going.
Keeps
Just
you
say,
going, huh?
You gotta make it happen.
Yeah. You're trying to build something for her in the future.
Yeah, yeah, and for her to have a good life growing up.
Yeah. No,
Yes,
that's
sir.
awesome, man. That's understandable.
Yes, sir.
Very understandable. And then with the I have trouble saying JG
JG
Custom Auto Tint and stuff. What's the vision look like for you like the next 5 years? What do you think?
Man, I want to put a store in another town.
Open up a different
Yeah.
office?
I wanna do another store in another town. Amarillo's got way too many now,
Yeah.
but I want to open up somewhere. I want to
Have you
do
thought of where
something.
or no?
I haven't. No,
Oh.
we go to Dallas. There's a little town. What is it? Not Pampa.
White Dale?
Um,
Panhandle?
can't
After
think.
Pampa or before?
Believe it's after. I'm not good at that.
Miami?
No,
Where you
it
live?
might even be Pampa. Heck, I don't freaking know.
This guy.
Shit,
Yeah.
it's a big. It's a decent sized
So it's probably
town.
Pampa.
It's a decent sized town.
Yeah.
I've thought about there, and um, there's dealerships and stuff there.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
there's work there,
Yeah.
and we get a lot of clients that come from
Really?
Pampa.
Wow.
So I'm like, y'all don't have a tent shop over there? You know?
We'll go to you. Can you
Yeah.
do like a mobile
That's
window
I
tint?
if you go on my Facebook page, it says JG Custom Mobile Tint.
Oh, does it?
So we used to be mobile, and that was one of those things that I was telling you about. That I was a little afraid to
Yeah.
let go of my job and just do this 100%. So I had a trailer, and I would just drive around,
Really?
hit up dealerships, people's garages, my garage, didn't matter where it was.
Yeah.
I would just do it on the side. When I worked for the other company, as a regular employee, I was getting, I'd get 3 days off, and I'd work 2 days, and then I'd get another 2 days off, and I'd work 3 days.
Yeah.
So I had a lot of
You got a
time.
lot of time in between.
Yeah, in
Yeah.
between to make
So
a little extra.
you were out there hustling, man, driving around and
Yeah.
yeah. What is the? I've always wondered because cops pull you over if you have a dark tint, right?
Yeah.
What's there's like grades or what? How do you
Yeah,
grade that?
I mean, the legal limit in Texas is going to be 25%.
25%.
Yes, sir. And so
Anything over that,
anything over 25%,
legal.
you're going to get a ticket.
That's
I
like
mean,
really dark.
yeah.
Yeah.
But, nowadays people don't care.
Yeah, because I see some trucks. I was like, man, they got
Their whole windshield
yeah,
tinted, yeah.
yeah.
And I mean, to each their own.
So 25% is like the darkest,
The darkest
and then
you can
from that
go.
you go down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the higher the number, the lighter the tint. The lower the number, the darker the tint.
Okay, so it's opposite. So the
Yeah,
higher the
so,
numbers, the
yeah.
darker.
Yeah. No, the higher the number, like say 30%
Uh-huh.
is going to be darker than 50%.
So the lower the number, the darker.
The darker the
I
tint.
got you.
Yes,
I got
sir.
you. Yeah, yeah. That's cool. I didn't know that. That's something good to know.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm trying to get my windows tinted. So
Well, you got a neighbor that'll do it for
yeah,
you now.
yeah. And then you're
Right.
pretty quick. You did a couple of our guys, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've done a couple of then we even did Rigo's truck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's dope, man. It's good to have people like that you
Yeah.
can rely on.
Yeah, I mean, you
Now,
already know that in Amarillo there's and I don't know say any names, there's a roofing company and they're doing window tinting and
hey, that'd be cool. Huh? That'd be dope.
maybe we need to merge it.
That'd
Maybe
be
we need to
cool.
merge up.
We can open up put some walls in
Put
between.
a coffee shop in there and
Yeah, like have a whole plaza right there.
yeah.
That'd be cool. No, that's awesome.
Yeah.
So the vision, you want to expand to a different town, hopefully. Do you even you even want to do more than one later on? Maybe Lubbock or Dallas?
Yeah, maybe Lubbock.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of things that I've thought about, because once you get out of living that paycheck to paycheck life, you have a little extra money,
Yeah.
and just because you got that money, you just kind of think, I'm not gonna go out and buy me a freaking a motorcycle or
And toys, yeah.
a Corvette or something. I want to figure out what I can do with it.
Yeah.
Maybe I can buy a house, or maybe we can, do something, to give us a little extra income.
Yeah.
So I'm always looking for something to do.
Something
I
to do,
may
yeah.
not even stay in window tinting, I may
Really?
get out and do real estate or something.
Really? Do you do any investments and investment properties or anything right now?
Right now, we do have one investment property.
Mm-hmm.
It's in the works, and right now we're not making a whole lot of money on it, but
Yeah.
later on
It's your first one,
yeah, it is the first one.
First one. You'll get there, but yeah, you gotta expand what you know.
Yeah, yeah.
'Cause you never know what can happen.
One of the things that real estate has been one of the things that I've always wanted to do.
Yeah.
So maybe get into that. Heck, who knows?
I know a roofer if you need a roof.
A good roofing company to put some roofs on these houses that I'm going to buy in the future.
Yeah, I know somebody. I got you. No. And then what about for fun, bro? What do you like to do for fun? Do you have time?
Man, I'm a big casino guy.
Casino. Oh, you need to hang out with Rigo.
Yeah.
That dude's addicted. I don't know if I
Well,
can
you know,
say this or not, but
he's probably gonna hear it. He's gonna be like, "Why do you say that for, man? You
nah,
don't
he's
put me
not
out there."
addicted. He just
Yeah, his
he,
wife's gonna hear it. Be
he
like,
bets a little bit.
"No,
Yeah. So
I'm
you
a
like the
big casino
casinos?
guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love it. Like I honestly was like telling my girlfriend, I need to get me a camera and do,
Stream like
yeah,
stream.
the live streams,
Oh,
when I go
nice.
over there, because if you follow me, if you see me on Snapchat or
Yeah.
whatever, um, man, I just for whatever reason, up until a few months ago, like maybe 2 or 3 months ago,
Yeah.
I felt like I couldn't lose.
Really.
Like I
What's
always
the
felt like
biggest you've won? The biggest hand or
the
whatever?
biggest hand pay I've had in was probably about $12,000.
Yeah.
The most I've ever come out of a casino with is $24,000.
Nice.
Just
It's,
come out with all that cash.
yeah.
And then I come out with my pockets full, and I'm like, I gotta
Dang.
go straight home. I can't even put gas. I gotta go home and put it in the safe.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
don't want to get mugged.
What all do you like to play or gamble
I
on?
like to play blackjack.
Blackjack.
I like to play the machines too.
The machines.
Yeah.
Those are a scam though, aren't they? What do you think?
I don't know, man. I don't know.
Or how do you win your money? Blackjack.
Blackjack. I play both.
Do you like poker? Texas
I
Hold'em?
don't understand it. No, I don't understand Texas Hold'em. You
No.
play?
I like
Yeah.
poker. Yeah.
No, I
I'm not a big gambler, but I hate losing. But
especially money, right?
yeah, dude, I was like, man, it hurts. But when you win, feels
Yeah,
good.
it's nice. Yeah.
I,
Shoot.
I like to bet on the fights though.
Yeah.
Like UFC fights, boxing, things like that. Do you watch the fights?
I don't watch a lot of fights, man.
No.
Like I never have. I got a buddy that he's always like, "Hey, come over,
Yeah.
watch the fights tonight." And I'm like, "Bro, I don't know. Like,
I'd rather
I'm gonna
gamble.
come over and I'm gonna talk to you, and you're gonna be pissed off because
Yeah.
I'm not leaving you alone."
Do you do online gambling or
No, I don't.
no?
I go to Guyman.
Guyman, that's where everybody goes.
Yeah, I mean it's right there,
How far is it?
like 2 hours away.
That's not
You
bad at
less.
all. Do you stay over there or you go there and come back?
Sometimes we'll stay up
You
there.
stay over there?
Yeah.
Yeah. When
Yeah,
was the last time
sometimes.
you were over there?
Last weekend.
Last weekend? Did you win?
No, actually, I didn't, man.
No,
I
you-
ran into this wall. I was saying that a couple months ago, I ran
Oh,
into
okay,
this
that's what you were
wall.
saying, yeah.
I ran into this wall, and I just can't seem to get over it. And I'm like, what the heck is going on?
Yeah.
And I mean, I don't know. Like I said, if you followed me in the past, everybody's always like, man, how do you do it?
Yeah.
How do you do it? How do you win all this money? How do you make those machines give you money?
Yeah.
I never was able to explain it.
Yeah.
But now I'm like, what happened?
Dang. Well, hopefully you get the
Yeah,
luck back.
we'll
You
get
know?
back.
It's luck, right? Or is it?
It's luck,
It's
yeah.
luck, yeah.
Yeah, there's really not a strategy to it.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's what I like to do.
The gamble and stuff. That's
Yeah.
awesome, man. And then where do you get your motivation? Because I mean, running a business is hard. Like, what motivates you to keep going and keep striving to grow and be that leader as a business owner?
One, you know, what keeps me motivated is knowing that, I still have my daughter in my house for another 2 or 3 years,
2 3 years, yeah,
She still got to go through school and then get into college if she wants.
yeah,
And well, I mean, we all want to have, something extra for our kids.
yeah.
So that's one of my biggest motiv I'm telling you, man, that kid has been with me since she was probably about I want to say probably about 5 or 6 months old.
Oh wow! So you've been a full time dad,
Yeah.
single dad
Yeah,
for that long?
for that long.
Man, that's
Right.
I like that.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
We have an audience.
Yeah, man.
No, that's awesome. That's pretty awesome.
It's been a crazy ride. We started out good, in Oklahoma,
Yeah,
and when things go bad,
yeah,
sometimes it's got to go away.
yeah,
Yeah, let's get out of this town. We'll go somewhere else.
yeah.
But yeah, it's been a pretty good ride.
Yeah.
So
So everything you do seems to be for her.
yeah,
She's your rock. That's what
she
motivates
she
you.
is, yeah.
What you're passionate about and stuff. So that's good. I feel like you're already doing great, man. You just opened a new office.
Yeah.
I see big things coming for you.
Yeah.
You're a cool dude. You're a good guy to talk to.
Yeah.
I feel like in business, you just gotta be honest.
Oh yeah.
Be honest.
100%.
And
Yeah.
do what you say you're gonna do.
Right.
Don't overpromise and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I see the growth, bro, and that's why I reached out to you. I was like, I need to sit down with Joel and talk to him because I've known you for a little while.
Yeah,
I wa-
we've been Facebook friends for.
yeah,
I actually hired you to do a little bit of
a repair,
my
huh?
repair on my roof.
With that
Yeah,
wind damage. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, I remember
So
that. Yeah, so
I was like the roof guru. Like you reached out pretty
yeah,
quickly, and then you got one of the guys to come out and do that for me, and I was like, hell yeah, you know what? Because insurance on a roof, like I know you guys send your people or whatever, that
hmm
help on roofs and stuff, but I called my insurance. They were like, "We'll check it. If it's just like 2 or 3 shingles,
yeah.
it'll be cheaper for you to call
Somebody to
somebody
fix
to
it. Yeah,
replace it. Yeah, fix it."
because it's wind. They don't want to pay for wind.
And
Yeah.
it's weird because, like in that area, in that little
Mm-hmm.
Tradewind Square area,
Yeah.
it never freaking hails over there.
No, we need a good
It's
hailstorm.
weird.
Yeah, yeah.
I know it hails everywhere else in
Besides
Amarillo.
that area, huh?
That area don't get any hail.
Yeah.
Like, so I mean, that's either a good thing or a bad thing. I mean, a good thing for me because my truck don't get beat up and my
Yeah.
house don't get beat up, but
Well, you need your house to get beat up, bro,
I do need
because
an, I do
your
yeah.
insurance premiums will go down if you
Yeah.
get a new roof.
I do need to get a new
See,
roof
it's time. It's
for
time.
sure.
Tomorrow, I have a prediction. Tomorrow, we're gonna get a big hailstorm.
So I need to leave my vehicles at the shop.
Leave them at the shop.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's happening. Amarillo's about to get hammered, and I'm
Yeah.
all in for it. Huh? Yeah, dude. Tomorrow, maybe tonight.
Are you sure about that?
Yeah, yeah, maybe tonight, tomorrow. We'll see. We'll see. Uh, Last question I got for you. So, with the business and stuff that you got going on, what's some advice you'd give to somebody that's trying to start their own window tint business
Yeah.
or just any kind of business? What's some advice you'd give to somebody?
Make sure you do everything right, because you have to study everything.
Yeah,
Any kind of business that you open, if you do something wrong, later on it'll shut you down really quick.
yeah,
Your taxes and all that stuff. Um, Keep up with all that.
yeah. Taxes.
It's the worst.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Uncle Sam, make sure you pay
Yeah,
Uncle Sam,
it's
or
the worst.
they'll come after you.
Yeah, it's the worst, and that's my biggest advice. I
Yeah,
mean, if you want to continue growing your business,
yeah,
you got to keep up with all that.
yeah. So keep up with your taxes. Don't get audited and
Yeah, we did
screw-
actually got audited by
Y'all
the
did?
state. Yeah,
Yeah,
but not by the government, like from the IRS. But we did get
but the state.
the state. Yeah, they came in and gave us a little audit, but
Did you? Was
luckily
it good?
we have our stuff together.
Yeah.
So we're still going through it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Wow.
we're still going through. It's been about 3 months.
Oh, okay. Well, hopefully
But
it turns out good.
oh yeah, I
Yeah.
believe it will. They said that guy was like, I think you guys overpaid, so we may be
Here's
getting some money back.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah,
No, that's awesome, Joel. Well, I appreciate you for coming in, talking to us. It was great to get to know you a little bit
Yeah.
better.
Yeah.
Kind of where you came from, how you grew up, a little bit more about your business that I didn't know about.
yeah.
Where you came from and all that. So I
Well,
appreciate you for
thanks.
coming by. Yeah.
Thanks for having me, man.
If what were you gonna do? Do it?
Is that the end of it?
No.
Is that the
So if y'all need any window tint, car
yeah.
detailing, right?
Auto detail, window
Auto detail.
tint, paint protection, whatever it is that you need. We're your number one spot.
There you go.
We ain't going nowhere. We'll take care of you.
Yeah, how can people find you?
Our address is 3350 Olson Boulevard.
Okay.
We're in Suite 1300, right next to Eagle Roofing. Our phone number is 806-350-8119.
Okay.
And you can get on our website, jgcustommodeltint.com.
Okay. And you get free estimates.
Free estimates. You can request an estimate through either Google or through the internet site.
Yeah. And then they just come, you check it out, and just give them a price.
Yeah, well, they don't even have to bring it. We can
you
do
just
it.
tell 'em?
Yeah, we just type it in, send it back to them.
Okay.
They say, yeah, go ahead and let's set up. So
Yeah.
it's pretty easy.
It
It's
is.
pretty easy to
Yeah.
set up. Now we have 2 window tint bays. So
You're right there, get a free quote, vehicle windows.
yeah, we have
Wow.
two full service window tint bays. So
Okay, yeah.
we can keep 2 cars going at one time.
Get you in and out.
In and out, yeah.
Yeah.
We don't. We're not gonna tell you we can get your car done in a month or in 2
Yeah,
weeks.
Yeah.
We're gonna tell you we can get your car done today,
Yeah.
tomorrow,
That's what we need.
this week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So y'all heard it, guys. If y'all need a window tint, anything like that, make sure you reach out to JG Custom Auto Tint on Olson
On Olson
Boulevard.
3350
Reach out to them. Tell them that Pedro from Hustle's Horizon sent you. And then, but we appreciate y'all. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe the episodes. I appreciate all the support. I see y'all. I love the messages that I get from y'all, and I'm glad y'all are watching. I hope y'all like this episode, and we'll see y'all next time.